Our government won't blame Buhari for any failure. Can you imagine? Kashim Shettima, the vice president, is speaking here. Why would they hold Buhari when Buhari is from the north? Buhari has even warned them that anybody calling him to testify in court is on his own, that nobody should disturb him. Okay? And only God knows the kind of agreement he must have entered with him when he was leaving. Nobody will prosecute him, I tell you. And nobody will also blame him. But the blame has already started because so many politicians, so many people in APC have already said that, even including is it Jade Anju or Rena Mokri, and so many of them have said that Tinubu inherited a very bad economy from Buhari. So it is making this statement is also too late because you already said it. Your government already said it within the first 6 months in power that they inherited a very bad economy, a dead economy from Buhari government. You have already said it. So saying it now will not make any sense. So Shettima said Tinubu took hard decisions to protect the country's economic future, not be late. So Buhari handed over the reins to Tinubu on May 29, 2023, after the former had completed his 2-term 8-year tenure, okay, which many Nigerians have described as not so good a period for the country. Not so good, you call it not so good, or a very bad, the worst of its kind in governance in Nigeria. However, despite the unfavorable assessment of the preceding administration, Shettima reiterated that Tinubu will take full responsibility for his government's action. Can you imagine? You have been blaming Buhari's government right from past, and nobody argued that because we saw how Buhari ruled. But again, the Tinubu decision is also getting worse than Buhari's own. So now coming to tell us that you not blame Buhari is a belated statement because already you've been doing it for the past 6 months or more. So the vice president noted this current period is the most difficult time for any political leader in Nigeria due to the myriad of challenges facing the country. How did all of this come? So he disclosed this while speaking during the Second Chronicle Roundtable organized by the 21st Century Chronicles on Thursday, May 2nd. So he stressed that Tinubu refused to apply a placebo to the prevalent challenges, but took a bitter pill to secure the country's economic future. What are you securing? But look at the state of the country now. It's even worse than you met it. So what are you telling us? How have you secured it? All the promises you made, none has been fulfilled. Okay? Rather, you are starting capital projects that will not add value to Nigeria. So what are you saying? From the day one that Tinubu entered power, he started making the worst economic decisions. Floating the naira is the worst that had ever happened to the Nigerian economy. Removing fuel subsidy without alternative in place is also worse that has ever happened. Nobody said you should not remove subsidy, but your alternative in place and mitigative plans in place should be able to address the exposures associated with the removal of the subsidy. Okay? I think we've seen a write-up where Dangote, of all persons, is saying that the worst that happened to Nigeria in the past 1 year is the devaluation of the naira. Because I think in one day, he lost a huge amount of money in the stock market. So you now see that Tinubu's decision has never helped the country, and the way it is going is obviously not going to help the country. Condition has gotten worse. Livelihood has been damaged. People are dying. People are committing suicide, and the economy is just so bad that you never can say that Tinubu has made the best of decisions in the first 1 year. Everyone is waiting to hear what he's going to say during the 1-year anniversary speech to Nigerians. Let's hear what he's going to say. We know that he has nothing better to tell Nigerians because the state of Nigeria now is so bad. Look at the exchange rate today. He met it at about 750 naira to a dollar or to a pound, with about 600 or 550 naira to a dollar. Today is 1,300 naira to a dollar or 1,350, and about 1,650 to a pound, almost 1,007. And that has met, and the dollar is nowhere to be found. When all the politicians have stolen all the dollars, we can see what is happening with Yaya Bello. They've stolen all the dollars to themselves. Very bad situation. Very unfortunate. Absolutely unfortunate. Okay. Now, in the comment section here, people are already, of course, people will always say something. As I always said, but you can blame good luck Jonathan Abi. Exactly. APC government, the whole of 8 years of Buhari, they blamed good luck Jonathan, blamed PDP. Okay, but now they can't blame Buhari. They already blamed Buhari in their first 6 months. They already told the whole world that Tinubu inherited the very bad economy, in fact, a dead economy. That's the word they used. And they shouldn't blame Tinubu that is trying to revive what he met. Now, Shettima is coming to tell us otherwise. It's just all fake. Your party generally is a big failure and they have bad agenda for the nation. That is what they're telling them here. And someone is telling that Shettima again here, after all, you and him shared the same ideology of terrorism. It is difficult to dissociate the Fulanis or the Northerners with the terrorism thing. It emanated from there, it's still ravaging that area. And there's exactly nothing, they are proven that there's nothing they can do about it. Look at what happened a few days ago, that repentant Boko Haram went to a police station in Maiduguri to burn it and then freed their people that were arrested. Went to a custom NDLA checkpoint, burned vehicles there. Well, I think went to immigration point, also burned their things there. These are people, and so that's why it's difficult to dissociate them, from this terrorism of a team. And somebody is saying here, Kashim Shettima, you, President Tinubu, and former President Buhari collectively created economic hardship, sufferings, high insecurity, high inflation, and that has skyrocketed prices of essential commodities, transportation services, and others to the high heavens, which are out of reach of the ordinary people, especially the poor and the downtrodden masses. Thank you and the APC controlled federal government for your achievements. They thank them. So in conclusion, I see no reason why Buhari or even any past president cannot be invited for questioning. This will make any current president to sit up, and until the right thing is done in this country, we will remain a failed country. Of course, that is what it is. So, Mr. Vice President, please don't blame Buhari. You can't blame me because I was your president then. The question is it not logical for a succeeding administration to point out where her predecessors had committed a malfeasance and met out sanctions where necessary? This is why Nigeria can never develop. President Donald Trump is undergoing trial, including former South African President Jacob Zuma. But here, it is all about hypocrisy and deceit. That is what it is. As I always say, because you are part of the government, exactly, you are part of the APC government, so how would you blame your predecessor? You will not. You will not. So that is what Shettima is saying, that himself and Tinubu will take responsibility for their decisions. They will not blame Buhari. And they are told that, yes, now you will not blame Buhari because all of you are the same. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment in this regard as well for sharing.